Hello, friends. Hello, family. I hope I find you well wherever you are. I'm doing well. Thank you very much. This is just a quick conversation that I want to have with you. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. The conversation for the day. I was going through some of the comments. Thank you so much for commenting, guys. I appreciate the comments. It helps this conversation so that we can help one another. But one of the comments that struck me, I don't have it word by word, but it was something to the effect that if you were poor, and this is Zimbabweans, this is a Zimbabwean commenting. If you were poor in Zimbabwe and now you're living abroad, you're living in the diaspora, you think you are now a big shot and you have money. Just stay in your lane, stay poor. Remember that you are a poor person and you're a nurse, you're a cleaner. He or she or the troll mentioned a few professions that he was looking down upon. Guys, just let me just be of help to you. If you think you have arrived, if you think you have finally made it, please do not look down at other people and speak down to other professions, whatever your profession is. Every profession is important. Every type of job is important. Those people that clean the streets where you are, making those streets very attractive, very clean, that's a job. And you should be grateful that someone is doing that job. The people that pick up your garbage, the people that clean up the toilets, both public toilets and your own toilets, if you are out here in the diaspora and you can afford a housekeeper. So for those of you who have the money and you can afford having a housekeeper who comes to clean your house, clean your toilets, clean your dishes, I think you should have some decency and be grateful, right? The construction workers that build your homes, that build the streets, those beautiful streets that you're driving on, I think you should give them some respect, right? Now let me talk about the nurses. This one I want to sit down and talk to you about the nurses. So let me just get myself out of the bathroom and then go talk to you about what this guy said about nurses. So I'm not talking to you because she commented on the profession that is near and dear to me. I'm just talking to you so that we mind how we treat or look at other people, Somebody who has that job as a nurse, somebody who has that job as a construction worker, they are feeding their family. They are not bothering you. They haven't come to you to ask for anything. Maybe you are bothered because someone has been asking for help from you. But if you have, please be mindful that not everybody is out for milking other people or being lazy or not being productive. Not everybody is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. People work hard for what they get. People work hard to be where they are. Some people never get the chance to be able to go to school, let alone have the opportunity to get that certificate of sponsorship and go abroad so they can work. So when they get that opportunity to do that, which is better than hustling on the side streets of Harare, Bulawayo, Gweru, wherever, where they might spend the whole week without having a sale. They have a regular job. They're able to feed their children, even with that minimum wage that they are earning. Here's a comment I don't know whether this is a person, a troll, or what. But I respect the comment, but I just want to point out a few things from what they said. It goes, when people leave for other countries, they arrive and restart their lives, usually doing brainless work, low paid work. Those unskilled jobs that they have been doing for 20 or 30 years won't help when they go back home. They face the reality. They face reality default settings. People in Zim are living. If those who ran away, who are complaining, forgetting that when they left Zim, they were nothing and still are nothing after Europe. What makes a nurse, a carer, a warehouse operative, or those who work in cruise ships, vachiwaridza mabeds, think they are now high class? I don't understand this low resolution thinking. Thank you for your comment, but since you commented, I feel that it's something that we need to talk about. Adult to adult, all the jobs that you've listed, someone is doing them so that your company can thrive. If it's construction, so that your hotels can be clean. When you go and book and sleep in those hotels, so that you eat because someone has cleaned the dishes in the restaurant that you go and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I'm particularly, I'm not offended, but I'm hurt by the way you describe all these jobs, including us, the nurses. I hope in your lifetime, you or your loved one do not have to need a nurse, a carer to take care of them. Because it is these same low-life, low-paid workers that you would want to clean your bottom, to clean the bottom of your loved one, and to clean it well. And you are classifying us the way you have. I hope your high-flying job pays you greatly so that when you need a nurse, a carer, you will be able to pay them well. I want to think you are those people who does not pay their home help well because it's a low-class job. They don't need to be paid. I'm going to believe that you are one of those, if you're an employer, if it's construction, whatever, you don't pay your workers well. They are always complaining about you because of how you look at our low-class, low-paying jobs. I hope in your lifetime you don't need to have a nurse. That one who's going to monitor your medications, the one who is going to make sure your doctor's appointments are in order, the nurse who is going to tell your doctor how you are progressing, or after their careful and thorough observation that there is something that needs to be changed in your care plan, your medicines, your therapies, or whatever it might be. I hope you are one of those people who has very good health that you will not need. I hope you are one of those people who have the very best of workers, domestic workers, construction workers, teachers, they're low paid, right? That do put in the very, very maximum high quality work and you pay them low. Guys, if you've made it, be grateful that you've made it. We don't know each other's circumstances, whatever. We meet here online and we are trying to help each other with ideas, with how we can do better than the generation before. just throwing out insults at each other, I'm not sure whether it is helpful. It might be gratifying to you. I hope you enjoyed passing on that comment to low-class paid employees like us, the nurses, the construction workers, the cleaners, the housemaids, the ones that raise your kids, if you have any, the ones that spend the whole day while your child is screaming on their back, lulling them to sleep, feeding them. If that is how you give us our things, I'm not wishing you unwell. I wish you the very best. I hope that in your sunset years, if you're a younger person, you will get the very best of care, so that maybe your conscience will come back to you, slap you in the face and say, this is the very person that I was insulting as a low-paid employee, but they're giving me good care. Most of us go into those professions because we cared and because we get paid for what we do. Even if it's the lowest amount of money, it gives food for my family and myself. It allows me to pay for the rent or the mortgage. It allows me to do whatever it is that I have to do for my life. Just because I don't travel to Dubai, into those fancy hotels, to London, and live at the world of Astoria, whatever it's called, whether it's in New York, I don't know. I don't go to those hotels, so I don't know. Whatever the high-class life that you are living, be grateful that you have it, because the majority of us do not have it. And please, please stop insulting us. Someone needs a caregiver, a carer. Someone needs a house call from a nurse to monitor their wound, to change the dressing, to give them their insulin, to give them their medication. Somebody needs that carer to sit with their mother, to put their mother to bed, to change their mother's diaper. I'm talking of mothers because I'm a mother, and I hope I have a carer, a nurse who is going to see me as a human being, because I see you nurse, I see you carer, I see you construction worker. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing the job that some of those people are proud not to do. Look, you might be an engineer, an astronaut, a neurosurgeon. You might be whatever you are, because you're saying all of us are dull and we do thankless and brainless jobs. There are nurses, engineers, doctors that come to these countries and start doing those menial tasks because it's hard. The culture shock, having to go through taking care of a family while at the same time trying to go back to school, to do the refresher classes, to enhance your degree, to do whatever it takes. So for you, whether you were born here in America, in Canada, in Australia, wherever, Asia, I don't know where you are. Maybe you were born in Zimbabwe with a silver spoon, because yes, there are people who have not left and they are living large. I've seen them. But for you to insult us, guys, if you're doing very well, be grateful. I think what you should maybe attempt to do is to teach somebody else how you've gotten there so they can have a better life just like you have. I am deeply disappointed. I am not saying don't comment, guys, but comment when you have that reflection that somebody on the other side did not just get themselves to go and be a carer. It's because of how tough the situation is in Zimbabwe. And they may have come here out of choice, but they still find it hard to fit in or adjust to the demands of that job. So they end up doing that thankless job, but it's providing them food, It's providing them the money to pay their rent and the transportation that they need. And they're making a living. They're taking care of themselves and their families. So let's be mindful, guys. I am not chastising anybody or saying don't comment. But I hope that we are going to reflect on our comments. Maybe you are coming from a family from A to Z that all of you have done well. It is not true for the rest of us. We have family that struggle, not out of choice, but just because of where they are. The opportunities are not there. So just because I'm cleaning your house, just because I'm a carer, just because I'm a nurse, a construction worker, a garbage collector, please have some decency and not disrespect. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.